up, Outer Banks? I'm Sue Arts with OBXE TV and OBXEntertainment.com. I want to invite you to join us for an all-new season of OBXE TV where we give you the inside scoop on what's happening in the local and regional entertainment world. Season 2 starts this spring, but in the meantime, here are some of our favorite moments from Season 1. What's up, Outer Banks? I'm Sue Arts with OBXEntertainment.com. We're very excited to welcome you to the first episode of our new all-original Outer Banks Entertainment News web series called OBXE TV. Here with us today is Mr. Mike Kelly.
Thank you, Sue. It's a pleasure.
The Communications Manager of Roanoke Island Festival Park, Tanny Young. Thanks for coming.
Well, thank you, Sue. It's a pleasure to be here.
The owner of Ocean Annie's Craft Gallery and the marketing chairman of the Scarborough Fair Shopping Center in Duck, our friend Stuart Chamberlain. Welcome, Stuart. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
The owner of Village Realty and the former mayor of Nags Head, Mr. Bob Oakes. Welcome, Bob. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Sue.
The owner of the Ghost Fleet Gallery, Mr. Glenn Ure. Hey, Glenn. Thanks for being here with us.
How are you doing?
The very talented Suzanne Tate. Hey, Suzanne. Thanks so much for being here with us today.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
The owner of OBX Jetpack, Mr. Butch Stone. Hey, Butch. Thanks for being here.
Oh, it's an honor. Thank you.
Director of the North Carolina Aquarium on Roanoke Island, Mr. Malin White. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
The manager of Jeanette's Pier, Mr. Mike Remich. Hey, Mike. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me, Sue. It's a pleasure to be here.
Harvey Hess Jr. and Harvey Hess III.
Thank you.
Hey, guys. Thanks for being here.
Glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
Appreciate it.
We're excited that you give us an opportunity, the stage to use here at Outer Banks Entertainment's new updated studios. This is excellent. Thank you.
Mr. Kelly was actually my first employer down here, and I worked as a busboy for that whole first summer, and actually ended up meeting my wife at the restaurant.
Wow.
So it was a great summer.
40 years is a long time. When we started, I actually had hair.
Yeah, there's a joke, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yep.
So we always say in the show, what happens in the Outer Banks ends up on the internet. So.
2011 was the inaugural Mustang Music Festival, and it's become a year-round endeavor nowadays. It's pretty. The growth we've seen with it is phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Our goal with it is to really just to develop this festival into the premier arts and music destination on the East Coast. And we're slowly, well, I don't say slowly, we're rather quickly building towards that. It's kind of beyond my wildest dreams of what we're transforming this into.
And I've been diving for over 45 years, and I always get excited when I dive in that tank because you will never see a collection of sharks that great.
And fishing is fishing. Anybody that guarantees fish, we're going to guarantee catch something, don't ever do that.
That is good.
Well, typically on Thursday mornings after my Wednesday tasting, everyone comes back for a cup of coffee. But
If we serve really good food and we treat people the way we want to be treated and we charge a fair price, people will come back and they'll tell other people.
I'm originally from the Hawaiian Islands. My mother's people are all from the islands. My father's from North Carolina, but I went to high school in North Carolina, New Bern, North Carolina, and I entered the Army in North Carolina, and I retired from the Army in North Carolina, and I'm a graduate of East Carolina University in Greenville, North Carolina. My first 7 wives were North Carolinians, so I consider myself a Carolinian.
Great. Yeah, I'd say that makes you a Carolinian.
Just kidding.
Okay. I'm never sure with you. Well, most of it was true, right?
My first girlfriend was from Wangees. I'm embarrassed to say I don't remember her first name, but I do remember what she looked like. She had the most beautiful, long, thick, black, curly hair on her legs you ever saw in your life.
Yeah, we were really fortunate to, not know our limitations and just go for stuff. So we got folks like Burning Spear and the Whalers and Pato Bantan and who we had, Citizen Cope and Donovan Frankenreiter. I mean, it just went on and on. I mean, we had the Misfits on their 25th anniversary tour,
awesome.
the Agnostic Front. We had it just went on and on and on. and it was really a dream time.
Johnny Cash is eating, and Jim Carter ate hot dogs in the restaurant. Andy Griffith in the old days would come in. Once it started getting crowded, he stopped coming in because he just was. But you guys probably know who David Grohl is. David Grohl from the Foo Fighters and Nirvana, John McEnroe. And you could go on and on and on.
The first year was slow. The second year, during the winter, I got a call from HBO, which was very exciting. I thought it was somebody pulling my leg.
Yeah, right.
I'm sitting there talking to one of the producers, and I'm like, "Are you sure you're from HBO?" So, and yes, and they asked me to do Eastbound and Down with Danny McBride and Ken Marino.
Wow.
I wrote Bring Me Duck. Originally it was called DuckTales, but then Disney came out
Yes.
with DuckTales, and but I had DuckTales before they did.
Oh.
And
Are you excited for the new Godzilla movie? Because I know he came up out of the sea. Are you ever nervous when you're down there that you're going to see something crazy?
It's funny, I made a mistake of watching a film before my first open water dive, and it was called Blue Water White Death. And it's about the great white shark. And of course, all I knew was from what I saw in that film. So I spent the entire dive looking over my shoulder trying to watch it. But it actually dove for about 10 years in the ocean before I saw my first shark. So
Wow.
I guess the best thing I can say about that is when I put my scuba tanks on, I'm still excited because I never know what I'm going to see when I go down. And that's, how many sports can you say that?
Right.
About that? So,
Right.
We had some folks that were just really unhappy with the bedding that they had, and so I actually pulled the bed out of our house and put it in their house for the week.
Wow.
My wife was out of town, so it just got away with that one.
And we were thinking maybe we could do like a part 2 of our interview and possibly do a demonstration.
Get you flying on it.
Yeah, I would try it. Well, here we are. I'm about to go flying with the OBX jetpack. I think I'm feeling pretty good. I'm just like this much nervous, but we're gonna have a great time and can't wait.
There you go. That's it. That's it. That's what I want. All right. A little bit of power. A little bit down. Woohoo! There you go. Up. Don't pick your right arm up. You okay? You okay? Don't panic.
We're outside Brew-Through's headquarters in Wanchese. Let's go inside and see what's going on. Hey Philip, thanks so much for being on our show.
And what's different, I mean, there's drive-throughs other places, but usually you're on the outside of the building. And at a brew-through, you're actually driving through the store, which most people haven't had a chance to do that yet, in their life. So they come down and they're like, oh my gosh, this is just so cool, and I've got to do this.
So have you ever, since you're there a lot, have you ever noticed any like real live spooky stuff going on? Or?
There are some stories that some people have said that I've never witnessed anything myself, but some people have claimed to have heard some voices and things.
We're here today with Daniel Gonzalez, who plays Ananias Dare, and Payne Hopton-Jones, who plays John Borden in the 2014 production of The Lost Colony. Hey guys, thanks for being here.
Yeah. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. It's such a sacred ground,
right?
It really is, and like we're doing this show, pretty much on like
the graves of the
a graveyard, really, and so there's a lot of ghost stories. I don't know if I should do a spoiler or not.
I mean, come see The Lost Colony.
Right.
Yeah.
What is the line that you say?
Well, and here's a parting and
we sing to the
hearts and hope to seek an unknown land, to seek an unknown land. Oh, stormy winds may blow, and the raging seas may roar.
Spring across the country, there's a daily heat wave. Looking for a break, but it seemed too hot in the shade. This time of year, we gotta get away to to some place we can splash and play all day. In my mind, I just wait for the time to that sweet coastline, you by my side. Well, on the day like today, there's only one place to go, with a woman like you and some sand between my toes. Lay me down where the cool water flows. Oh baby, it's too hot for clothes. Oh baby, it's too hot for clothes.
Why is marine life education important to you?
What appealed to me, I think, starting as a young boy, was just the fact that these it's full of creatures that are different. It's like traveling to another planet. You're underwater. You're breathing on your own special life support system. You're seeing creatures that are doing bizarre things, different things, and it captivated me. We're an ocean planet. And so to ignore it, we're ignoring most of what's going on our planet. And of course it has an effect on the land that we live in.
We knew that it was an integral part of the culture of the Outer Banks. So the idea was to maintain that. And it's not just a part of the Outer Banks culture, it's part of the culture of the state of North Carolina.
And he put out a little Facebook note that said, who would like to go to a bluegrass festival on the Outer Banks? Of course I clicked in and said yes. and it's grown from there.
Everybody should have a passion in life, and my passion is hot dogs.
What's your ideal way to spend your day off on the Outer Banks?
Summertime, there is no day off. The only day off I get is either sitting in the swing at the marina and watching the rainfall and the thunder if I'm getting rained out. But there is no day off. And it's summertime, I have to go every day, and it's that cycle of living here. You have to work that full summer, and wintertime, that's a different story. Wintertime, then I have my days off and I'm going crazy. So, but no, there is no day off in the summer.
Well, there's two things that we really love to do. Eat.
I love to dance. I'd rather dance than eat. So I guess that's my favorite thing to do is dance.
I hate the beach.
I rarely get a day off on the Outer Banks, and so how I like to spend it is maybe looking at some of the art galleries in the area.
I love going to either Fish Heads or Nag's Head Pier. They have 15-cent shrimp specials. I just love it. I gorge myself on it. I get in trouble with that. And then I love playing pinball. I am a pinball fanatic, and there's a lot of great pinball spots here.
I think around town I'm kind of known as the oldest skimboarder. There's all these kids out there skimming, and there's like this one old guy, and that's me. So I like to get some skim on.
Growing up, I've always loved going to haunted attractions. I lived back up in-state toward the mountains, and that's kind of when October rolled around and started turning off cold. I lived for going to get my little thrill with getting scared. And
have you always liked scaring people?
Oh yes. Nice. I mean, what else is there to do?
Right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. You know, it just takes a special person that loves to scare people.
Right.
I'm Nick. My character name is Deadwood. I scare people.
Have each of you guys always liked scaring people, or is this new for you?
Yes. I've been scaring people since I was born, actually. I have a younger sister, so it's kind of what I do.
I always tell everybody there's an actual science behind haunted houses, as weird as that sounds. And when you can find the right talent and the right timing, that's really all it takes. You can create an awesome haunted house. I always tell people that scaring is actually very addictive as well. Once you do it the first time, you want to keep doing it, just because it's a very big, in a safe environment like a haunted house, it's a very big rush.
And I love this kind of stuff. Halloween's like my favorite time of year. So
I think I have to like touch it.
Oh, by all means. Oh, it's really heavy. It's like 10 pounds.
Wow, I bet it is. And all this you just take and see, like whoever made this, it took forever to sew all that on, and well, yeah. So looks like she's done a good job on your neck there.
Yeah. Ugh.
That's crazy.
Get a little breakfast.
Yeah, I got into makeup when I was in college. I never thought it would actually help me out.
And I looked at it, I said, "Guys, that looks like McDonald's now," because
Yeah.
the white lights, it just
Oh,
gave
yeah,
it
yeah, with
a
the arches.
yellowish look,
Yeah.
golden
Yeah,
arches.
golden arches.
I said, I don't like that. I said, "Go get me some blue lights."
Nice.
So I put the blue on with the white, and then it made it
Yeah, it
look
made it
better.
better,
So
yeah.
we did it there. And I said, "Well," I said, "it really looks good." I said, "Let's put one down the other end." Think of the years ago when there was absolutely nothing there. There was
Right.
a big piece of property, and I had at the time I had one Santa Claus, a nativity scene, and a snowman,
Wow.
and that's all it was. And each year we just added to it, and it's come to what it has now.
Wow.
It was funny, the kids would say, "Mom, Dad, look at all them cars parked outside," and we'd go, "What are they doing?"
Christmas is for all ages. You can be an infant all the way to 100-year-old person. I mean, we have 100-year-old people come out there with tears in their eyes.
Thank you so much for coming and joining us today.
I can't say any more.
You can say more
Why,
if you want.
why are you gonna? Are you cutting me off so I can't talk anymore?
And thank you very much for supporting the arts in Dare County, especially the performing arts.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Sue, for having me.
Well, thanks so much for coming to see us today.
Oh, you're surely welcome. It's been my pleasure.
Well, thanks so much for
Thank
being
you,
here
Sue.
with us today.
Yep, I enjoyed it.
Well, thanks again for being here.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks again, guys, for being here.
Not a problem.
Thank you.
Thank
for
you.
having us. Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you very much for having us here.
Thank you.
And we love watching your show and love seeing you around the Outer Banks.
Thank you very much. We appreciate y'all taking the time to
Yeah.
do this with us. This is very nice. We appreciate it. Thanks for what you guys are doing here. This helps everybody on the Outer Banks have things like this. So thank you.
But man, the show's going great. Congratulations on all your success with it.
Thank you.
More and more people watching every week. See you on the internet.
Oh, I haven't talked too much, have I?
Oh, no.
You gonna close it off now?
Yeah.
Do I have to look serious though?
Well, I was glad to be here, Sue. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Sue Arts with OBXEntertainment.com and OBXE TV. We'll see you soon.